And now back to me. Okay, so the big thing in the last couple of days, and it's bursting forth into the mainstream media, because what always happens now is that the truth is a time release pill. So things start happening online, people start seeing video of Biden, and then the media a few days later has to run cover for Biden and lie to you about what you've been seeing. And that is happening hardcore on steroids right now as it pertains to Biden's health, because a bunch of videos have come out. We showed you some at the G7, just wandering off, having no idea where he is. We showed you the one at the event that he did with Jimmy Kimmel and Barack Obama, just literally freezing up and having to be escorted off stage by Obama. And more of this is happening more rapidly. We have a debate in, I think, 10 days from now, right? On the 27th of June. We will see what happens with that. We'll have some more info on that in just a second. But the mainstream media, the corporate press, is running cover. Here is the televised mental institution known as MSNBC.
There's a growing and insidious trend in right-wing media, broadcast, print, and social media. It is to take highly misleading and selectively edited videos of President Biden directly from Republican National Committee social media accounts and then use those videos to spread messages virally to cast doubt on President Biden's fitness for office. Here is this headline from the New York Post, quote, Biden appears to freeze up, has to be led off stage by Obama at Megabucks LA fundraiser. The full video, posted by Biden finance chair on Twitter, shows something entirely different. Biden reacting to applause and then walking off stage with former President Obama. It comes less than 1 week after the New York Post made a cover out of another piece of deceptively edited tape, calling him meanderer-in-chief due to what they claim was Biden walking away during a skydiving demonstration during the G7 summit last week. The only problem is that the full video, which emerged almost instantly, shows Biden was going over to congratulate one of the skydivers, who's cropped out of the video entirely. Both the articles are based on cheap fakes, videos of real events that are intentionally manipulated to fool viewers, released on an RNC opposition research social media account with zero independent fact-checking by these so-called journalists and spread throughout the right-wing ecosystem.
Yes, so-called journalists. Get a mirror, bitch. Okay, here's what they did. Here's what they did. In a video that she's showing you right there, she selectively edited it. When they show you the 3 seconds, why is it she only showed you 3 seconds of Biden walking off stage with Obama? Because she started the video the second after he did freeze up for 5 seconds and Obama had to grab him. They do everything they accuse us of doing. No one is selectively editing these things. Why is it that Macron and Maloney and the rest of the G7 leaders literally all had to confer with each other for a moment? You see it, we showed it to you. And then they all had to go grab him. And Maloney, it was in Italy, so she's the boss. She had to go grab him. We've all seen it. They are telling you not to see what you see with your own eyes. Here's CNN doing the same thing.
Now, you don't have to scroll too far down on the RNC's research account to find posts winking and nodding that Biden isn't all there. Posts like this one, showing Biden at the G7 summit wandering around. Now, the RNC would have you believe that this was all aimlessly. The New York Post saw the video and put the stills on the front page. Meanderer-in-chief. The problem is that is also wildly misleading. Biden wasn't staring off into the distance like a puppy distracted by a bird. He was watching a diving demonstration. He had a conversation with those aerial stuntmen.
They are going to keep doing this and keep doing this and keep doing this. Now, note, even right there, what did Abby Phillips and CNN do? They cut the video right before all the other leaders had to walk up to him and turn him around and point to where he had to go. And we see this over and over and over again. Do we have a video that might illustrate hypocrisy via a side-by-side something or other? Do we have something? We do have one of those? My God.
There seems to be a sort of rash of videos that have been edited to make the president appear especially frail or mentally confused. I'm wondering if the White House is especially worried about the fact that this appears to be a pattern that we're seeing more often.
Yeah, and I think you all have called this the cheap fakes video, and that's exactly what they are. They are cheap fakes video. They are done in bad faith, and some of your news organization have been very clear, have stressed that these the right-wing critics of the president have a credibility problem because of the fact checkers have repeatedly caught them pushing misinformation misinformation, disinformation. And so we see this, and this is something coming from your part of the world, calling them cheap fakes and misinformation. And I'll quote the Washington Post, where they wrote about this, and they said how Republicans use misleading videos to attack Biden in a 24-hour period.
That woman is a walking, talking cheap fake right there. So you could either believe your eyes and all of the evidence we have all seen over the last 3+ years, because it was actually happening before he was president, and you can see the freezing up, and you can see the confusion and being led, and you can watch him post press conferences going, I'm not supposed to say that, I'm going to get in trouble. You can see all of those things, or you can believe the very same people who have lied to you about everything. I'm not a betting guy, but I think you know which one I'm going to do. Anyway, do we have an unedited video of Joe Biden that maybe would illustrate something else?
Dave, hey, Dave.
Did that seem normal to you? Because that's what they're doing. That's what's going on. He barked at those people. What the high hell is happening? But somehow that was a cheap fake or a confusion. I just freaked myself out. That's why I was